Hey guys, so this is going to be we're going to do 10 videos. This is going to be step one of 10, and we're going to walk you through the wholesaling process from beginning to end, and we're going to do 10 short videos. It's also going to be 10 blog posts, and we're going to go into some pretty good detail on each step. So a couple of things I wanted to start off with. Anybody can wholesale, really, and I mean this, anyone can wholesale. Really all you need is you need drive, you need ambition, you need determination. Those three things are gonna separate you from the people that don't do any deals. And so as far as the process goes, it's really not that complicated, and it can be learned rather easily. I think the biggest mistake people make is that they feel like they need to know everything there is to know about wholesaling. They think they need to have a business name, business cards, an LLC, a website, on and on and on. And I think people get carried away in, trying to set up their business and make everything perfect before they go out there and try to find a deal. And so that could not be further from the truth of what you need to do to get started in this business. There's a great quote out there, and I can't remember who it's by, but it goes like this: if you wait until you're 100% ready, you'll never do anything worthwhile. And that really applies to what I just said about wholesaling. I mean, it doesn't, you could read a book on wholesaling and the next day you could go out and try to find a deal. In fact, you don't even need to read a book. You could just, basically take what I'm going to share with you in this video and go out and try to find a deal tomorrow or even tonight. I mean, you can go out and look for an ugly house, jot down the address, take some notes, skip trace the seller, and try to call them, see if they want to sell. It's really that easy. So I'm going to go into a little bit more detail about what I just sort of give you the Cliff's Notes version here. So how do you find motivated sellers without money, right? Because I think the easiest way to do it is if you have money, you can spend it on marketing. You can send direct mail, you can do texting, you can set up PPC campaigns through Google, and you can build websites, and the list goes on and on. But when you're just starting out, most people don't have money, and so they need to find a way to find leads, to find motivated sellers without spending money. So the answer is pretty simple, and it's not anything new. It's driving for dollars, but it's not just any driving for dollars. There is a right and a wrong way to do it. And what do we mean by driving for dollars? Well, it's really what it sounds like. You get in a car, you drive around, you look for houses that are distressed. You look for overgrown yards. You look for, houses that need new roofs. You look for just distressed looking houses. I mean, it could be many different things. And when you see these houses, you're just going to jot down the address. I think there was an old school approach of just going up and knocking on the door, but I think in the world we live in today, I don't know if that would be the wisest decision. I wouldn't want you to, get a gun pulled on you, or, get beat up and left for dead in the streets. I'm kidding, but really though, I mean, let's be smart. Let's not do anything stupid. Let's not piss off homeowners. The best approach, in my opinion, is jot down the address. And then the second thing, and as long as you feel safe, I wouldn't do this if you're in a rough neighborhood, but if it's a pretty decent neighborhood, and the homeowner isn't looking at you through the window while you're looking at their property, I would have a sticky note with you. I would jot down on the sticky note, "Hi, my name is Joe. I'm interested in buying your house. Give me a call." Put your phone number. The second message you can write on that sticky note would be, "Hi, my name is Dan. I have a quick question for you. Give me a call. Put your phone number." So what's going to happen? That first message is a lot more direct, right? So if you get a call, they're either going to tell you to F off, or they're going to say, "Hey, I'm curious. Yeah, what do you do? Why do you want to buy my house? And they may say, yeah, give me an offer, right? So that's what we want. That's a lead, potentially motivated seller. And we'll get into more what do you say on the phone and that sort of thing in the next step. But the second note, will get your phone ringing and you'll get more texts. And by the way, on that note, I forgot to mention, make sure you say call or text me, right? Because a lot of people prefer to text nowadays, and we actually have a lot of success texting homeowners versus calling them. So give them the option. But that second note, because it's vague, hey, quick question for you, give me a call, you're going to get a lot more people contacting you. Now, I look at that as a positive, because if you're good on the phone, if you can gather information, take good notes, build up a CRM, you're going to have more leads, right? They might not all want to sell their house, but you never know. Maybe they will in a year. Maybe they will in 2 years. So you're building that rapport early, or gathering information. And some people might not like that approach as much, because you are going to deal with 50% or more of those people contacting you are going to have no interest whatsoever in selling their home. Probably more than that, probably 60 or 70%. So you're going to have to deal with that. But it's a good way to match up the homeowner's name with a phone number, gather information, build your database. You never know when those people are going to need to sell at some point. And obviously we're targeting them because their house needs work, right? So at some point they are going to need to sell, and maybe they'll come to you versus listing it with an agent, so you could be an option for them. So there you have it. That's how you find motivated sellers. The next video, we're going to go into a lot more detail about what to say on the phone, how to schedule an appointment with these motivated sellers, how to handle objections. You're going to get quite a few, I would say, people that are going to challenge you and ask you a lot of questions. So we're going to give you tips and pointers on how to answer those questions when you get these smart asses on the phone. And but that's it. I mean, honestly, go around. You don't have to drive. You can walk. You can, if you live in a neighborhood in the city, where houses are right next to each other, on top of each other, you can walk around and, just take a look at houses. And, obviously not every house that needs work, needs repairs is going to be a motivated seller. Some people just like to live in, they can't afford to make repairs, but they have no intention on moving whatsoever, and that's fine. But we like to target those homes because we know that those can make the best flips for us and for our buyers, and we can usually get them at more of a discount than a property that does not need repairs or a newer house. So stay tuned for step 2, and we will go over the phone call or the text message conversation, what to say, what to do, how to set the appointment, and how to get that much closer to getting your first wholesale deal.